Welcome to this, your 3-minute Wiley Manager crash course on objective setting. So, Jed, in the full-length podcast, we talk about why you should bother with this stuff, and we talk about the 3 steps, and then we leave people with 3 things, as always. But perhaps for you can just give us the 3 steps to objective setting.
Sure. So there's 3 steps. One of them would be cascading your organization or team goals down through the organization. Then you get a chance to draft objectives, and then finally you meet, discuss, and finalize those objectives. So let me give you a bit of dirt on each one of those very quickly. The first one I talked about was cascading the organization and team goals. So if you're sitting down to draft your objectives, you do not do that in isolation. You want to do that considering the goals of the larger team that you work on, as well as the larger organizational goals. There's no sense in drafting objectives that don't align up throughout the organization. So you'll find yourself working on stuff that nobody else seems to care about. Whereas if you align what you're working on to what your boss is working on and what he thinks is important, and hopefully his objectives are aligned with what the larger organization wants to accomplish. So there's a cascading of goals that comes down from the top of the organization to you. You need to make sure that you understand what those are. And if you're a manager, you need to make sure you do a great job of cascading those goals and organizational objectives down through your team so they can consider those when they're drafting their objectives.
Okay.
The second step is actually drafting the objectives. And we talk in the longer version of the podcast around the SMART acronym and making sure you're drafting up SMART objectives. So,
give it to us quick anyway.
For today, I'm not going to go through all of them, but if you struggle with writing SMART objectives, which in our experience, Bob, many people seem to, let me give you a little cheat sheet version of how you might get much of what they're looking for in developing SMART objectives. Fill in these blanks. I will do X so that X will happen, some sort of outcome, by X date. If you just fill in those simple blanks, you'll be well on your way to accomplishing what a SMART objective looks and sound like. I will do X so that X happens by X date.
Right, and for those people that maybe aren't familiar with the acronym, the SMART acronym is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. And again, we talk about this in greater length at the regular podcast, which is back at www.wileymanager.com. You can also pick us up on iTunes if you so wish, or even on YouTube, Jed.
Oh, there you go.
All right, well, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.